I really wanted to make this video today, and I'm losing daylight, so I gotta do it now. So, I've been watching a lot of Anthony Fantano lately. I've been binge watching him. And I saw that he had done like a few videos of like brackets, like he did like a Kendrick Lamar one, he did like a Death Grips one, he did like a Kanye West one, and he did a Brockhampton one. I think those are the only ones he did. The only one I could watch was the Kendrick Lamar one, because Kendrick Lamar is the only artist of those that I know all the songs. Like, I pretty much know every... I mean, I was able to do it, so yeah, I knew every song. So, and if you want to see, this is my Final Four result. And then I ended up with Good Kid. So, I looked up on YouTube to see if anyone had done a Lana Del Rey one, because I was just bored that day, and I was just doing it along with him, and I was like, I want to do another one, but there wasn't any other artist that I knew all their songs. So I was like, well, why don't I try to put together a Lana Del Rey one, and why don't I do it? Because I thought it was so fun. If you're a Lana Del Rey fan too, then, you know, feel free to do this yourself and let me know what you get. So I took all 4 of her albums. I took Born to Die. I took the Paradise Deluxe Edition because that has all of the Born to Die songs plus like the extra Paradise ones. And then I took, what order do they go in? Ultraviolence, Honeymoon, and then Lust for Life. Took all the songs, put them in a Spotify playlist, hit shuffle, and then just screenshotted them as they came. And then I just wrote them down in order in the same like bracket format that I did the Kendrick Lamar one in, like when I followed along with Anthony Fantano. So, my gosh, my explanations I feel are so long-winded all the time. But so that's what I did to get all the songs in this order. I will say some of the songs ended, like some of the album's songs ended up next to each other, but none of them I don't think are next to each other as they actually are in the album. Does that make sense? The first 2 songs that I have is Love and Born to Die, which Love and Born to Die, I think I'm gonna have to go with Born to Die on that one. The next 2 that I have is Florida Kilos and Blue Velvet, which, I think I really like Florida Kilos. I'm gonna go with Florida Kilos on this one. Astro. Next we have Fucked My Way Up to the Top and Religion, which, that's just an easy win for Fucked My Way because I'm not a huge Religion fan. It's alright, it's an okay song. But we're gonna go with I Fucked My Way Up to the Top. Go baby, go. Fucked My Way. We have When the World Was at War and Lucky Ones, which, I don't know, Lucky Ones is also a song that I haven't loved over the years. So I'm gonna go, and I do actually like When the World Was at War. When the world was at war before. We're gonna say When the World Was at War. Oh my gosh, Astro's being bad. So then we have Radio and Blue Jeans, which, see, those are both on Born to Die. And Born to Die, I think that's my favorite Lana album. So it's gonna be hard for any one of these songs to beat out a Born to Die, except for Lucky Ones. I mean, why am I even debating? I know I like Radio better. I love Radio, because Radio is like one of my top favorite songs from that album. See, I feel like I kind of know what song I'm gonna end up with, but I'm trying to I'm trying to go through it, you know? Next we have Old Money and Diet Mountain Dew. It just depends on the mood I'm in. If I'm like driving and it's like the daytime, I love Diet Mountain Dew. But if it's like the nighttime and I'm like cruising, or I'm like at home, Old Money is a really good one. I don't know, I'd probably pick Diet Mountain Dew, to be honest. Okay, and then we have Summertime Sadness versus Pretty When You Cry. Which... Summertime. Okay. And then we have Venice Bitch versus Salvatore, which that is easy. I fucking love Salvatore. Is it Salvatore or Salvatore? I say Salvatore because that's how she says it in the song. Doesn't she? I'm pretty sure she says Salvatore. So that's the song we're picking. Salvatore. And that song, the ending of that song is so intense. I love it. Oh my gosh, like playing that song really loud in the car. It's like all like hard hitting, you know? It's crazy. Astro's looking at himself in the mirror, do you see? Ooh, and then we have Swan Song and Cherry. I think Swan Song gives me actually a little bit more of an intense feeling. So I'm gonna pick Swan Song. Now that we've picked those, now we gotta keep going along. So now we're gonna finish each section to get the top 4 songs. So this section, now we have Born to Die and Florida Kilos, which I'll pick Born to Die for that. There's a lyric from that song that I've always wanted to get tattooed. Which one is it? Is it that song? The road is long, we carry on, try to have fun in the meantime. Try to have fun in the meantime. I love that lyric. And, ow! I think it's very relevant to my life and a lot of people's lives. Where life is just so tough, man, but we're just trying to have fun in the meantime. That lyric, I just feel, if I had to pick one song lyric, because I have a lot of lyrics that I would love to get tattooed, but I think that is the one that's just like, it's just so true. Like, the road is long, we carry on, try to have fun in the meantime. And then we have Fucked My Way Up to the Top, and then When the World Was at War. Wow, they actually those are very similar songs to end up with each other. Like, they both are like, like, fuck my way up to the top, and then when the world was at war, we just kept dancing. You know what I mean? So, very similar, but I'm gonna go with When the World. Yeah, I'm gonna go with When the World Was at War. Then we have Radio versus Diet Mountain Dew, which, Radio, for sure. Then we have Summertime, okay, hold on. So we have, wait, did I do this right? What do I have? I don't have enough songs on this page all of a sudden. This is so confusing how to do this. Because, okay, we have Summertime Sadness and Salvatore, which I'm gonna pick Salvatore. And then we have Swan Song, which is left by itself with no song to go against. So I guess Swan Song wins. So then we have Born to Die versus When the World Was at War. I probably would still pick Born to Die, to be honest. And then Radio and Salvatore. Oh my gosh, and then Swan Song's still gonna be left by itself. So I guess it'll just keep going on. I'm gonna go with actually Salvatore. I love that song. Salvatore. And then Swan Song. But that still makes it odd. Because then it's going to be... Okay, so I'm just going to have to put all 3 of those head-to-head in a sudden death. So Born to Die, Salvatore, and Swan Song. I think Swan Song is actually going to be the winner. Wait, are my titties out? Okay. Next section, we have Terrence Loves You versus Dark Paradise, which... I'm not a huge Terrence Loves You fan. Now we're getting some hard hitters. West Coast versus High by the Beach. I mean, West Coast is like an easy, like, top favorite of mine. Like, I'll be surprised for what beats out West Coast in all of this. Let's just say that. I love that song. So, West Coast for that. And then we have Coachella, which, what is the extended part? It's like, is it Coachella? Woodstock in my mind. And then we have Without You. I went with Without You. I went with Without You on that one. Okay, and then we have, now we have the namesakes The Namesakes going head to head. The album titles going head to head. We have Honeymoon versus Ultraviolence. Which, Ultraviolence, I'm gonna have to pick that. Our honeymoon. It's just so sad. I don't know, just something inside of my heart. Then we have Guns N' Roses versus Young and Beautiful. Guns N' Roses, Young and Beautiful. Oh, I'm gonna have to pick Young and Beautiful on that. Then we have Change versus 13 Beaches, which 13 Beaches is gonna have to win that one. Carmen and Yayo. That's a pretty easy one too. Although I have come to like Yayo. I am a longtime believer of Carmen, and I've loved Carmen since the beginning, and I still love it now. Then we have The Other Woman and Get Free, which I don't even listen to Get Free, so I'm gonna have to pick The Other Woman. Then we have National Anthem versus Sad Girl, which, that's tough, because I like both of those. Well, I'm gonna have to pick National Anthem. Sad Girl's good, but National Anthem is really, really good. See, Born to Die was just such a good album, man. Oh my gosh. National Anthem. Okay, so now going back up, we have Dark Paradise versus West Coast, which West Coast. Then we have Without You and Ultraviolence. I'm gonna pick Ultraviolence on that one. Okay, and then Young and Beautiful versus 13 Beaches. I'm gonna pick Young and Beautiful on that. Carmen versus The Other Woman. Oh my gosh, I'm running out on all of these. I'm ending up with one extra one. I'm doing this wrong somehow. So I'm sorry. I guess if anyone wanted to try to do this themselves, I kind of messed it up for you to do so. So, I'm sorry. But, so we have Carmen versus The Other Woman, which, Carmen is an easy choice for that. And then we have National Anthem, which carries on to the next round. Then we have West Coast versus Ultraviolence, which West Coast is still gonna win that. Then we have Young and Beautiful versus Carmen, which I'm gonna go with Carmen. I really love Carmen. I like Carmen because I feel like Carmen's just about being a bad bitch. And what, the boys, the girls, they all like Carmen. She gets some butterflies, that's a cartoon. She's like that. Her mind's like a... This is like a remix of it. That's not how the melody of it goes. But anyways. So yeah, Carmen, I really like the... I like the story of Carmen. And the National Anthem carries on to the final three. National Anthem. So, that puts us West Coast, Carmen, and National Anthem. It went to West Coast. We have section 3. Starting out with Ride versus... Wait, hold on. Uno momento. I forgot the title for a second. I had to shorten some of her titles because they're so freaking long. But then I write the abbreviated version, and then I'm like, what is the actual exact title? We have Ride versus God Bless America and all the beautiful women in it. Which, Ride. You know, Lust for Life was okay. But, I don't know. Then we have, I was gonna say a Mariners. Or I was gonna, I don't know, I was gonna, yeah, what? We have Mariner, what am I saying? We have Mariner's Apartment Complex versus Beautiful People, Beautiful Problems. I'm not a huge fan of Beautiful People and Beautiful Problems, but I'm actually not a huge fan of Mariner's Apartment Complex either. So, I'm gonna have to pick Mariner's Apartment Complex. We have This Is What Makes Us Girls versus Lust for Life, which... I picked This Is What Makes Us Girls for... Oh, well, then we have the next one. Shades of Cool versus Bel Air, which... I haven't actually listened to Bel Air all that much because I didn't like it back then and I still don't like it that much now. So we're going to do Shades of Cool for that. And then we have Heroin and The Blackest Day, which, ooh, I really like both of those. I do. Because Heroin, I love The it's fucking hot, hot, when I'm in the city. And then Blackest Day, that has a really good chorus to it. And that song just, even thinking about it, just makes me want to like sway to it. I like the song. I think The Blackest Day would probably win that one, to be honest. And then we have Tomorrow Never Came versus Video Games, which it's gonna be Video Games. I'm not a huge fan of Tomorrow Never Came. How many times in this video am I gonna say I'm not a huge fan of? And then we have Groupie Love versus Music to Watch Boys 2, which I love Music to Watch. Even just down to the name, Music to Watch Boys 2, like, come on. That's just perfect. Then we have 24 and Freak, which it's gonna be Freak. I love Freak. Then we have Ride versus Mariner's Apartment Complex, which it's gonna have to be Ride. Just get rid of Mariners right now. We have This Is What Makes Us Girls versus Shades of Cool, which I love. This Is What Makes Us Girls. I do. We have Blackest Day. Oh, look, this one has the right amount of songs. We have Blackest Day versus Video Games, which, you know, I would want to say Video Games. I think mostly because it's on Born to Die, but I think if I actually really put those two songs there, I think I would actually pick Blackest Day. And then, you know what's funny? Music to Watch Boys 2 and Freak, I always like get, I don't know, it's hard to like outwardly explain, but those two songs just have like a very similar place in my heart, so it's funny that those two ended up right there, like, together. So Music to Watch versus Freak, I think I'm gonna go Music to Watch. I really like that song, and it has a better music video too. Then we have Ride versus This Is What Makes Us Girls, which, see, now we're getting down to it. Ride versus, but I mean, I already know I love This Is What Makes Us Girls. So that's the one I'm gonna pick, actually. Then we have Blackest Day versus Music to Watch, which that's easy. We're gonna do Music to Watch. So that puts This Is What Makes Us Girls versus Music to Watch Boys 2. Oh, that's tough. That's so tough. Oh my gosh. Wow, and that's funny because I feel like that's like a similar vibe almost. Like, This Is What Makes Us Girls, and then like Music to Watch Boys 2. Like, both I feel like are just very girly, like, you know. So, but which one? This Is What Makes Us Girls versus Music to Watch Boys 2. I like you a lot, putting on the music while I'm watching. Oh my gosh, and I love some of the lyrics of that song especially. Like, push record and watch you leave. Paint my nails and watch you leave. Oh, I mean, you can't get much more iconic than that. But I think This Is What Makes Us Girls, I mean, when I hear that song, I still feel like the intensity of it. And then the part at the end, for some reason, always gives me goosebumps. The part where she says that she's waving to her friends, crying because she knows she's never coming back. That always gives me goosebumps. I'm gonna have to pick This What Makes Us Girls! What Makes Us Girls? Oh my gosh, I have to pick that song. Okay, so This What Makes Us Girls is the winner of this section. We have one more section left. We're almost done. This one we have In My Feelings versus God Knows I Love. God knows I lied. God knows, I don't know what she says there. God knows I tried. Is that even how it goes? I don't know. In My Feelings versus God Knows I Tried. But I'm gonna go In My Feelings. $1 Million Man versus Cola. I love Cola. Lolita versus Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood. We're gonna go Lolita. Off to the Races versus Art Deco. Off to the Races. I'm gonna have to. And then, oh, I have Off to the Races twice in here. Oh no. I had Off to the Races versus Art Deco, and then I had Off to the Races versus Black Beauty. How did I do that? So we're gonna have to take that out. So we're gonna have to do Black Beauty versus, oh my god. We're gonna have to do Black Beauty versus Brooklyn Baby. That is hard to say. Black Beauty versus Brooklyn Baby. I'm gonna go with Brooklyn Baby on that one. And then we have Summer Bummer and American, which American is the easy pick for that. Gods and Monsters versus White Mustang, which I'm gonna pick Gods and Monsters. That's a really good one. Gods and Monstrosities. Then we have Body Electric and Cruel World. You know, Cruel World is a long song. I never realized that. It feels very short, I feel, but sometimes you realize how long it is. It's like a, what, 6-minute song or something like that? Like a 5-minute song, something like that. I think, honestly, I don't know, I feel like, see, this is another case where I feel like I'm leaning towards Body Electric because it's on, like, that Paradise album. I think I'll pick Body Electric on that. I don't know! I think, no, I think I'll pick Cruel World, actually. Cruel World. And then we have Money, Power, Glory, all out here by itself. So, Money, Power, Glory. So now we have In My Feelings versus Cola, which, Cola. Lolita, no! We have Lolita versus Off to the Races. It's gonna have to be Off to the Races. And then Brooklyn Baby versus American. I'm gonna pick Americano. American. Gods and Monsters versus Cruel World. My posture. Oh, my back. Ugh. Sitting on your bed is like horrible. Okay, Gods and Monsters versus Cruel World. That just puts me right back in the same spot. Gods and Monsters is a Paradise song. I'm actually gonna go Cruel World. I don't know. And then Money, Power, Glory ends up on its own. So then we have Cola and Off to the Races, which I feel like we know what's gonna win this bracket. I'm not even gonna say which one I picked for that one. Then we have American versus Cruel World. American and Cruel World. Can Cruel World beat out American? Can Cruel World really pull a three-peat like this? I don't know. I don't know if it can beat American. So I'm gonna pick American. I'm sorry. That's where we have to leave Cruel World behind. And then Money, Power, Glory, which I'm not even the hugest fan of that song. Some other song could have made it so much further in this part if Money, Power, Glory didn't end up as a castaway. As far as the last three now, we have, I hope that you guessed this as my first pick, Off to the Races. American versus Money, Power, and Glory, which is just gonna have to be Off to the Races, I'm sorry! So that's the last section. So now we have Final Four. Now we begin the madness, the true madness of it all. So we have Swan Song versus West Coast, which it's gonna be West Coast for sure. And then we have This Is What Makes Us Girls versus Off to the Races. Those are definitely my top two favorite songs from Born to Die. Like, without a doubt, those are my top two favorite songs. This Is What Makes Us Girls and Off to the Races. I think I could pick Off to the Races for that. And then West Coast versus Off to the Races. We've got West Coast off of Ultraviolence and Off to the Races from Born to Die. Who is going to take the dub? You know, I actually wanted to, I was looking for an opportunity to bring this up. I wanted to say this because I want to know if anyone else, like, I want to know if this is just in my head. If this is just Mandela effect all the way. Because it was between Born to Die and Ultraviolence, like the time frame, you know? Like, it was after, like, even the Paradise Edition came out, but it was before Ultraviolence came out. And I remember hearing her on the radio, and I don't think it was her talking. I'm pretty sure I was just listening to the radio host. And I just remember them saying, like, oh, like, it's been reported that Lana Del Rey said that this next album she has is going to be her last. And they were like, oh, it sucks because she's such a new artist and da-da-da, and it's crazy that she's going to make this her last. And I just remember being like, and I remember hearing this, and I was driving in the car next to my best friend. My high school my middle school, high school best friend. We were driving in the car, and I heard it on the radio, and I was like, oh my god, no, she's like my favorite. No, that sucks. Only 2 albums. Like, I very, very specifically remember that memory. And then I remember when Ultraviolence came out, I was like, oh, I have to cherish this, because this is the last Lana Del Rey I'm ever gonna have. And then she came out with 2 more albums. So I don't know I don't know if I dreamt that. I don't know if that was Mandela effect. But yeah, so I just wanted to throw that out there. So it's funny that it's an Ultraviolence song and I was gonna say an Off to the Races song. You know, and it does kind of make sense because I'd say those are my 2 more favorite albums than the other 2. The other 2 are good, but I think these first 2 were a lot more my vibe. Like, yeah, a lot more my vibe. So, West Coast versus Off to the Races. It's gonna have to be Off to the Races. Off to the Races was the song that catapulted my love for Lana Del Rey. All of her songs in that album were so good, but when I heard the whole, like, when I heard the little, like, I'm your little starlet, Scarlet, Queen of Coney Island, I was just like, damn, like, she just takes it, and she stayed in my heart ever since, and she is my favorite artist of all time. Her music is everything to me, and I feel like Lana Del Rey has shaped me into the person, not really that all this, like, not that I think that my personality comes from her music, because I think it definitely does not. Well, I mean, I think certain parts of my personality kind of mimic Lana Del Rey songs, but just the way that her songs make me feel, and just when I hear Lana Del Rey music, it just gets me motivated to just get up and do something creative, and I don't know. And then Off to the Races was the start of it all, so I guess it makes sense that when you put them all up to each other, that would be the one. And I had a feeling, when I said in the beginning that I had a pretty good feeling of who was going to win, I was pretty sure it was going to be Off to the Races or This Is What Makes Us Girls, to be honest. So, yeah, that is my Lana Del Rey bracket. I've been recording for almost an hour, so I hope I can cut this down, like, way, way down. And let me know what you got for your top Lana Del Rey song, because I am honestly very curious to see, like, where her songs and stuff rank. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what the consensus is of, like, her best albums or her best songs or, like, whatever. So, yeah, let me know what you got. And I want to do one for The Neighborhood next, because The Neighborhood is another artist that I know, like, all their albums and all their songs. So, although The Neighborhood's hard, because if you know them, you know they've got, like, 20,000 EPs that create, like, 4 different albums. So, but yes, this was my Lana Del Rey bracket. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Sabrina Sabhenny reporting live and signing off. Up out of here.